Okay, welcome back. In the last video, we created a class, and this was our class, class ABC, which has got two members, field members. The first one name and another one age, and we had the first method as a constructor, which is receiving string and age, string as a name, age as integer, and assigns them to the data members. Then we have another method just to display or to return the details of the object, and the details of the object is just a name and the age. So we have this return statement, which is returning a string. The aim of the class is for us to be able to create a stack of objects. We've used, of course, integers and strings, but we just wanted to use more advanced classes to come up with objects that can be put in a stack. Just to demonstrate to you that the moment we come up with a generic class or generic interface, we can use any type or any type object to actually use that particular method or that particular class. So in this case, we have the very same class that we can use integers, we can use strings, we can use double, and in this case we are trying to show you that you can even use the other classes for the same, so it will be able to do whatever we want to do. So just to show you the power of generic classes, that the same functionalities can be implemented using one general class, and you just be changing how you call or use that particular class. This is one of the most important skills that we need to master, because our next chapter probably will be on collections in Java, and those collections are based on generic classes. Okay, so we had this, and in our main class we created a stack, but this stack will be receiving objects of type ABC, not type integer or type string, but type ABC. And here we are creating our four objects, object A, B, C, and D. And these four objects that have been created, we are putting them in a stack using the push method here. So we have pushed four objects into a stack, and now we want to display those objects, the details of those objects. So remember, we have a method for displaying the details for this one, and the method is called details. So we want to display the details. So what will be retained from here is a string. This method is going to be returning a string. So it will be returning this information. But when we are popping out our information, we are popping out from here, and it's going to be popping out ABC object. Therefore, in our main, the very first thing to do is to receive that object that has been popped out, and that is the ABC object. We are getting it as an element or as object that has been popped out. And now this object has got many methods, and of course has got methods and the other data elements, and we just want to use the method for which is displaying or returning the details, which in our case is called display. So we have our element which has been popped out, and that element we are getting the details for that element, and the details will be printed here. So that's actually what we are supposed to have to use a class in our generic stack class. So here we have demonstrated how you can use integers, you can use strings, and this is how you can come up with even a class and use the same stack implementation. Okay, let's try to run this program and see. Here we have, it's showing us that yes, it's full because we created 4 and this is 4 here. If we can have 5 here, then this would not be true. And is it empty after popping out all these elements? Yes, it was empty, so the last one here shows also true. But if you can look at this, the first one to be pushed here was Ketiwe, and that one is now the last one to be popped out. So this demonstrates how you can use generics to come up with a generic implementation of Stack. Thank you.